What up, what up, what up? Y'all know it's your boy, Mr. Conversation. Yeah. Listen, man, y'all know y'all are tuned in to the hot seat. It's your boy, Mr. Conversation. Oh, man, we're going to have a contentious type of show today, man. We're going to say some things a lot of people not going to like. And this is the platform to do it. This is the hot seat. Yeah. As usual, shout out to J Biggs for the intro. All right, that's enough of that. All right. So we're going to get straight to it, man. This first topic is going to be, first and foremost, let me introduce people on here. Okay. We have to my left in the fuchsia pink type going on. You know what I'm saying? Prom dress going on. We got Lady Blue, man. Y'all give her a round of applause, man. Give her a round of applause in this thing. All right. And to my right, man, personal partner, man, Wayne 3D, aka Mr. Bye Felicia. What's up, man?
Going on, my people. We lit.
All right. So after having about 20 people that was supposed to be on the show, these dedicated uh, young lady and man up in here, man, they're gonna rock with me today. So we're gonna talk about the LeBron stuff, about what's going on. You know, before I play this clip, let me say this. I want to preface this. Everything that we say today, okay, I think people need to understand something about opinions. You can have an opinion on something and it not be necessarily what you do in your own life. I want to put that out there. I've been having a little trouble with some people the last couple of days with I don't think they understand how opinions work. And I really want to make sure that I put that out there. What I need y'all to understand is, first of all, your opinion is your opinion, my opinion is my opinion. We don't have to agree with each other. Respect, respect. However, there needs to be a respect between each other and everything like that when we do these type of things. And if it's not, then you really can't have any type of recourse. All right. Now, I'm going to play Kevin Gates, what he said on his live.
I'm like, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And he was like, why not? Oh, I even went back. I said, because I don't like the way Savannah look at the ball. I like the way Strike look at it. Like, as soon as he walk out there, they can be like, they can be deep out. But it's like, when we go do the handshake with the player on his team, which is big, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, I'm the greatest player in the world. Top 10 on one.
All right. So, look, hopefully you can hear that clearly. If not, basically, Kevin Gates says he wouldn't be LeBron, even with all the money. He feels that his wife brought his wife's name up in the conversation and said, I don't feel that she loves him enough, gives him that reverence, that type of stuff. Okay, cool. Now, the next part of that conversation is Kevin Gates showed up to a basketball game in the same way that Stephen A showed up to a couple of weeks ago. And yo, LeBron had a lot to say to Stephen A.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot. But he didn't, for whatever reason.
You got his man's face and everything.
Didn't have any of that. Somebody said that they watched the game and it looked like he purposely didn't even look over it. Somebody said that. Now, I got told that that's not facts. But that's what I got to. So, Miss Blue, let me know what's up. How do you feel about this entire situation? You start with Kevin, you start with LeBron, whatever you want to start with, we'll go with.
One, like we said earlier, we don't need to bring up people's family. And I think he brought the line with that. Because she has been working with him for a long, long time. And there is a clip where I think somebody was taunting him before, and you can see her going behind him, just clapping and going back to her. So she I believe she do ride for her man, regardless of how she do it or how somebody else do it. That's their dynamic. We can't dictate somebody else's dynamic. If he like it, hell, I love it for him. And I do kind of feel maybe he knows the type of energy that Kevin Gates had. And I don't think Kevin Gates gonna do no talking. It gonna be some hands thrown.
So, are you willing to go as far and to say that you feel he didn't have the same energy?
Yeah.
And that's the reason?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some people know how to pick their battles. And I think he picked this battle. And he knew just because I did it with this person, don't mean I can do it with that person.
What's up, Wayne? What you think?
Everybody, this is another level of, people that we're talking about. We can't just put them in a category as, LeBron's a whole billionaire. Right? But he made the mistake of going to another man as it was like, from man to man, you check another man, hey, that's what it is. But you got to remember, you have to do that with everybody, or you're a bully. He did that with Stephen A. He got the backlash for it. He got the support for it too. But Kevin Gates is a different animal. You feel me? He's not, how you say? I'm trying to cut this stuff. He's not Stephen A.
Bro, this is a hot seat. Boy, you say what you want to say.
I know. I'm trying to be professional, like how they would say it on there. You feel me?
Okay.
Because when he got the backlash, he knew. When you do something out in public like that, people are going to try no matter what. Like, oh, so I can get this LeBron James. I get my little 5 minutes of fame right here. I can just say something. He's going to check me on it. I'm going to be everywhere. Kevin Gates got a front row. I ain't never seen Kevin Gates at no basketball game. I don't know if it did me, but I don't really watch basketball like that. That's the first time I've ever seen him on the front row of any. So he knew what he wanted, and he knew what he was going to get out of it. LeBron, he didn't think before he tried to check Stephen A. Because now, this might be a thing for a while. Because Kevin Gates is the second person. It's going to be a third, fourth, and fifth. Everybody wants their little 5 minutes of fame. Especially this new age with the wine and all this stuff. So he's going to get, his wife will get talked about, his kids going to be, like, everything's going to come at him now. And he has a lot to lose if he reacts. But at the same time, you put yourself in that position. So either you're going to take somebody in the backyard, or you just got to be like, hey, man, how you doing?
Yeah.
I definitely, we know what Kevin was doing. Kevin showed up. He came just in case. I want to see if you got that same energy, And he might not have done anything, but he put himself out there in that troll role to let you know, hey, I'm here in case. Now, from my research, you know what? I'm gonna be real. Athleticism, height, longer arms, probably more stamina. Bron's got an edge in a lot of things. Okay. But however, there's some certain mentality that you have to be in people's faces that could possibly harm them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he necessarily has that.
We don't know if he's fight or flight. We've never seen LeBron do anything. He's been to high school.
He got kicked in the balls by Draymond and didn't do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? He's been as famous as he is in high school. He hasn't had to do anything. He has security guards since he was a teenager.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't have to put himself in no position.
So in that case, that is why when I said he shouldn't have went after Stephen A. Smith for that exact reason. Because why choose him out of all the people who have said things? I do understand. I will say that. His platform is bigger. He has a bigger voice. He didn't want Stephen A to end up doing to him, his son, what he ended up doing to Kwame. You know what I mean? Like Stephen A got big off of shooting down Kwame Bryant. Talking about him, Zagowski's, all them cats, calling him trash and all that stuff. That's how Stephen A came into, cool. So cool, cool. Right or wrong, that's the job. Even if you say the argument of he should not have said anything because that's his family, then the same thing applies on the opposite side. So then you need to do the same thing.
Right.
So
maybe he has learned from it, from that incident with Stephen A. And now he's like, no, maybe I don't need to react like that. But like, I still feel like he knew Kevin Gates was probably not going to play with him.
He definitely has been talked to, but at the same time, how do you talk to a billionaire?
Yeah.
You feel me? How do you tell him what you're doing is wrong?
We're gonna.
You feel me? How can his wife tell him what he's doing wrong? She's been set since he's been in the hospital. You feel me? Like she doesn't have to worry about nothing. And Stephen A, I didn't like that thing because like when I had research to see what Stephen A really said about his son, he kept it basketball the whole time from what I seen.
He did say, as a father, I would not have done that and put the target on my child's back. So he started off a little off, but he brought it back into that, But some of it was off base, but
But he didn't say.
But this guy just said,
blatantly said,
bro, your wife don't even love you like this.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, come on, he didn't say you don't love your son. He didn't say none of that. He said, I wouldn't have put my son in this position because, he's not good in basketball. It's my job to be a commentator about basketball. He's not good. Kevin Gates said,
the person who I don't see, don't know, don't look at, I'm gonna reach across and say something about your wife. So that's all I'm saying. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's keep it consistent. Let's keep it the same on there. I don't think he should have attacked Stephen A in the first place. I get protecting your children. I get protecting your family. It's a nice call in the background for especially Stephen A. Like, hey man, I think you're going too hard. Let's talk about something. I can't have you directly manipulate the game or anything like that, but I can ask you to back off a little bit. We can do some behind the scenes stuff. If you got to shoot the brother some money, there's a lot of people trying to pay money behind the scenes right now, especially this week. Yeah. So speaking of that, we need to talk about my boy Onk, aka Shannon Shaw. All right. But here, I'm glad we're on the hot seat, boy, because I can say what I really want to say. First and foremost, again, caveat. I reason 70% of people are not going to agree with how I feel about this. And I understand. I just ask respectfully, let's keep it clean. I've had these conversations over the last 3 days, at least 25 different people. There's lots of issues and venom going on with the situation. I get it. Let's start from, so it is alleged that Onk has had inappropriate sexual relations with, at the time, a 19-year-old young lady, young girl, however you want to phrase it. I'll let you phrase it the way you want to. She was 19 years old at the time. He admits and says it. They were together for about 2 years. I'm trying to give the facts of the case, not any of the extra stuff yet. Okay, she was 19. She's 23 now. They dealt with each other somewhere from about 20 to 22, maybe 19 to 21. But they had about a 2-year relationship. Okay. She says that he's choked her. She's alleging sodomy. She's alleging grape. Got to say that for YouTube. All right. She put out text explaining her side. He then put out her text along with his text. Then she put out audio. Then he put out her audio along with his audio. And that's how it's been going back and forth. So
I think it's funny. I don't even know what to say.
well, before we get to that, Miss Blue, you have said on here previous episodes you work as a okay. All right. So you understand the legalities, you understand the criminality, all of that. So I would like to start from there if possible. Let's start with if it was consensual, right?
Well, if it was consensual,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have a pretty hard case. Well, not me, but they are. Because it's all about facts. It's all about the pretense, the contents of their whole entire relationship. Now, no does mean no, because even in a marriage, if I say no, at the end of the day, it's still a no. So it has to be proved. Did you say no in this point, or was it after the fact? Oh, I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? So did she say it before, or did she say it after?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to be a lot that they're going to have to dig into, whether it's all of their text messages, conversations, the videos, all that stuff is going to have to go into evidence, and everything is going to have to be looked at and scrubbed.
Definitely. I want to say this, and I don't think this is anything that should be disputed. Consent is a process. It is not a one-time thing. Because a lady allows you to be with her, or a man, anybody, they can withdraw consent before sex, during sex. Can't do it after.
Right.
Okay. It's happened. And if you said it was cool and there's no verbal, there's no get off me, there's no stop, there's no nothing. Okay. So I want to say this again. Consent is a gradual process. It's a continuating process, excuse me. You can have been with somebody for 5 years, and the day they decide no, that's it.
No.
So I want to make sure that is there. Okay. I wanted to address the criminality stuff first, that part, the legality part first, before we get to the jokes, before we get to the other stuff. I know you got it, Wayne. I already know. But I want to make sure that this conversation is handled with care, because I've already lost a friend already for this, an acquaintance already, because of this conversation and things like that. What I think is missing from this it's being added to. We're talking about the age and we're talking about the color of the lady. Okay, so let me address the color first, because that's the easiest one. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Interracial relationships have happened forever. Do you know that movie that y'all love that just came out? What was it called, Wayne? Okay. Yeah, the one that y'all went to see and the one that y'all made $60 million on the first interracial relationship right there. I just want to put that out there. Okay, it's been happening since the beginning of time. So let's not.
And it's still together.
Spoiler. We talked about it a little bit on the radio show. We had to stop from it. Now, I get it. I understand. I don't want to hear this, you should not mess with a snow bunny and all of this stuff. I don't want to hear none of that. You know what? You love who you love. You are with who you are with when it comes to something like that. Right? I think it shouldn't be too debatable. You're going to have some people out here that are going to get upset about it. It is what it is. Wayne,
yes,
tell me how you feeling about
it. I agree with you.
And then I can get to the age part.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. You feel me? And but on it, it's just that you have to know what comes with certain shit though. Because history repeats itself. We've seen in history what happens when you do something like this. We be with a Caucasian woman, young woman, and something happens, and you will never have a type of the dog, you never have to side tell. Y'all condemned, no matter what. The jury, if you're gonna try, the jury gonna look, depending on what they pick. If you pick a whole bunch of old white women, you're dead. So you can do what you want to do, but understand what comes with that if something happens. Now you said we can't talk about age right now, so because I got to talk about age.
Go ahead.
All right, cool. It's legal.
Boy, they about to get on you, boy.
It's legal.
They about to get on you.
It is. It's absolutely legal. Don't make it right. You're stupid. You are 56. Dealing with a 19-year-old white girl. Now I'm being for real. You're 15 dealing with a 19-year-old white girl. That's my only. She jumped off porch early. He was somebody.
True.
Now you know what's happening on the prize.
And you know,
So
they're
next.
actually going to try to use it against her in the court system. You have an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
And but it still doesn't make it right.
But they're gonna use against him and say, you're 56. You've been rich for a long time. You know that. You've seen your friends, your colleagues, everybody gets to get out from this.
And then there's a lawyer that she has.
Same dude with Jay-Z, same dude Diddy, same
Yeah.
dude. It's another one that got dropped or whatever.
Bro,
Uh-huh.
they're taking they're taking rich niggas down at a rapid rate right now. And you playing, you out there playing like you don't see it. You see what's going on and you still want to.
She do her lawsuit that they can make you up with Michelle.
Yeah. Now Michelle has came out the woodworks as of today. This is fresh off the.
It's gonna be some more.
But you look. You
bro,
look.
like you're dumb, bro.
Tiger Woods.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Do you deserve it? No. But am I surprised? No.
I'm not. And that was my
You don't
argument.
deserve it. Like she's legal age. I'm not condemning you. I'm just saying be smart, bro.
Right.
Just because it's legal don't mean it's not stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen is gonna happen. It don't matter. Bro, he worked for Disney, bro.
Oh yeah. He's already been. He is suspended. He said he's leaving to focus on my family in this time.
Bruh.
I'm gonna turn in and stuff like that.
It don't matter if you're innocent or not, you're done, bro. That kind of check, that Disney check is something else.
Yep.
Because they have way crazy sponsors, way places you can do and go to other. You can't have that on your jacket for this. Whether you innocent or not. You know how long trials be? This trial might be so long and Michelle came out. That's separate. That's come on, boy. It took Thug a decade.
Who?
Thug. Your Thug.
Oh,
It took him a decade.
yeah.
Just to tell you still can't be in Atlanta though.
Just releasing the song 2 days.
He can't even say shit on song.
No,
What?
bro. That was a clean song.
Shannon Sharp can't do his little midnight podcast no more.
No, he'll be able to do that.
He can do what he wants, but he can't. Cause you know how you talk to that shit. You know how many clips are popping up right now?
Yep.
He done brought the girl man up from a while ago. I'm like, y'all know the name is Scott.
Yeah.
Y'all know who Scott is? You thought about it, you look like younger. Oh, come on, bro. You can't. Because now when you got that podcast, I was in comments, what's up, you can't go
He
live.
gonna be that one that's hit
Bro.
And okay, so I'm glad you said that word. So when we get to that, that's when I kind of.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, they're gonna say.
Yeah, it don't matter what we feel. People don't say that.
You know. But again, if we're talking about it doesn't matter how people feel,
That's a fact.
then the fact is that it's legal.
Yeah, but we in day and age that don't matter.
I don't think that it doesn't matter.
They're gonna say this. People gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
That's why I say it don't matter.
Yeah, they don't talk.
Don't
They
matter.
say it.
Because be honest with you, it looked like a fairly easy trial to be honest with you. Because I don't think it's funny as hell shit that she
Put the
said.
big black baby in.
Talking shit, he showed that little role play that she wrote. They role play that shit.
But
She's like, oh, like, oh, I mean, but all right.
Yeah, and another thing, it's like she asked for it, then she asked for it, then she finally got it. But that's what I'm saying. When did you say no? When did this no come up? When did this I don't feel comfortable? Because if I'm doing what you asked me to do, that's what's going through my head. Because we talked about this sometime last year. I see you January. Now it's gonna go down. And now I'm saying you want to do it, which is cool. I'm not saying that it's not. It's cool, but you should have brought it up then. Don't wait until.
Well, they had a relationship over 2 years, and they were together multiple times. You know, so there at some point in time, you know, I understand, but in my opinion, this seems like a catch.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he just got a
$100 million
contract.
contract.
And it wasn't a week.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a week, and you had the 50 million.
And he offered
Big numbers.
You won't have that.
half of what you're gonna make for the next like 5-10 years of your life.
Like,
You won't.
that's why I say it's a fairly. It sounds like a fairly easy trial to beat, but the opinion is different. It don't matter if you beat this shit, because it'll take about 2 years to beat this shit now. Because he already tried to pay you out, but you didn't accept it. So you going to trial. You turned out 10 million, so I know you ain't gonna. So you going to trial.
It's gonna be like it's probably end up being civil at the end of the day, like most.
I don't watch. I don't watch sport. You know, I don't watch sport. But they had the draft last night. Him and Ocho was doing a watch party.
Mhm.
They just showed the comments. He don't look the same right now. Look at him. None comments about, bro. What's up with you? Talk about that. Talk about that. He trying to look at the comments. It's like, oh, it is done. It's done, bro. Like, you know, they ain't gonna beat that trial, but it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, because
This ain't gonna have you back.
now, luckily, his stuff, a lot of his stuff is podcast wise.
Yeah.
And he owns Shake Up, Shake Shake.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's good with that. Okay. But, you know, like I said, but all of that.
Certain people ain't gonna be able to come to Club Shay Shay.
Yep. They ain't.
Their publicists ain't gonna let them.
Now imagine.
A lot of women ain't gonna come on Club Shay Shay.
Like Jonathan Majors, right? Okay. So let's say when his comeback or whatever. Cool. Kiki Palmer. I'm not getting into all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say because, you know, to tell him yes, and then all of a sudden people heard he's coming on, and then the backlash, and then to kick him off. You know what I'm saying?
No, they filmed it.
Yeah. What she didn't put it out.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, they filmed it, and she got the backlash, and she just deleted it.
Somebody got that. Somebody. TMZ, I need 75,000
years until everything calmed down and drop this shit. Million views, right?
You know.
But yeah, Club Shay Shay, because he gonna have to talk about it somewhere. But he gonna have to wait until the trial's over. You know, certain shit he can't say right now.
Right.
But so I said Club Shay Shay gonna be weird because he had comedians on. You know, comedians gonna say something about it.
Oh, all the time. They killed him with the Michelle stuff. When it happened. Earthquake.
Because I'm trying to think.
It was a bunch of them. I just can't. Godfrey. It was a bunch of Ashley Larry.
Yeah.
It was tearing his behind up.
He might need to do another Cat Wood. He might need to bring Cat Wood back.
I told you 2025 is the year of everything will be coming.
What I say, Shane? Yeah, you right. That's enough to me.
What? Okay, so give me the final thoughts while I pull up this. I want to pull up what Monique and Kat had said or whatever. Give me some thoughts.
Oh, thought. I can't wait to the next Club Shay Shay, and I want to know who's gonna be on it. He gonna have to try to have somebody soft on it. I know he ain't gonna try to have somebody that can say something for real, like a Deal usually or Corey Oakland, somebody like that ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh no, Corey can go in.
No, I said he not. Oh, I said not gonna have them type of people on that mix because I know they gonna be for like, all right, forgot that. So this shit. One of the little white girls told me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had one by himself for a second.
He probably gonna be around all the time. Like Dr. Mason that did.
Oh yeah.
Be around all the black women now.
Hey, Unc about to get him a 45-year. Listen to me. Unc is about to have a 40 to 45-year-old woman that's gonna be on his arm in the next. That's the comeback thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I'm sorry, y'all. I love. Yeah.
You're gonna be doing church quotes there.
So I'm gonna play this cat. Okay, hold on. So.
It took her 1 weekend.
It took he gave too much credit.
Yeah, not took Jonathan. It took about 2 weekends with Jonathan. It took him 1 weekend. Not even 2 weekends.
And Monique told him the same thing. She got down. She tried to warn him directly. You cannot tell me that this is not planned. I'm sorry. I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna get all the way into it. You cannot. Hold on. Bruh, I promise you. Hey, you can't tell me they ain't know what was coming. You can't tell me. You can't tell me they didn't hear the grapevine, know what's up. See, people know each other's weaknesses when you get to Hollywood and all that stuff. A lot of that is already known, stuff like that. People knew what he's into, what he does.
Yeah.
I also want to say one more thing before we move on to the next subject. There are freaky people throughout this whole world. And I need y'all vanilla ass motherfuckers to shut the fuck up. Okay, because to get on my nerve, I get it. Y'all have boring ass vanilla sex, and that's why yo whoever, whatever, be with everybody else, motherfucker. Because you won't do some of the crazy shit he wants you to do. Okay, I need y'all to understand that there are people who have other interests. They want to do more than just missionary behind the back, and she ride with a little bit of head every now and then. Okay, that's the core four. That's what we call it. It's like the Fantastic Four. That's what it is. Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, goddamn, damn, you know what I'm talking about. What the name is? Human Torch, the Thing, and Invisible Woman. Okay, y'all got them four. That's all you want to do. You better expand to the Avengers. You better get a Thor in there sometime. You better, you know what I'm saying? You better get something in there. Wolverine slice some shit up. You feel me? Something. But y'all won't do that. You want to do this basic ass shit. If that's what you want, that's fine. But everybody don't have to live within those parameters. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He obviously is dominant. Okay? Dominant. People can take that too far. But as long as anybody who is signed up for it, that's what they cool with, then fine. There's some things. You know what I'm saying? I know people who are participating in nudist colonies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I know folks that's furries that wear stuff, the costumes and stuff like that. I'm talking about in this city. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's their kink. You know, we got to stop shaming.
Kink shame.
Yeah, we got to stop kink shaming. You know what I'm saying?
But, and you're right. You got to find a person with the kink that you like. They can shut up.
Yeah. Okay, Liberty.
If he didn't find the one, they can shut up. Bro.
Liberty Twitcher says, some of us can only do basic. I'm fat, so I'm limited. My dog, I'm fat too. Well, homegirl, I'm fat too. But you know what I'm saying? Fix it up. Let's do something. To learn stretch it and hit the angle.
Well, you know, they got the little chairs now. They got the little
swings.
Thing. There you go.
You ain't got to use the board can hold up 300 some pounds. You know what I'm saying? A single person, you can get up to about 500.
They got those chairs too. Now they got the ones you sit down in there. They got the ones that kind of fold, make different little shapes. Girl, or sir, whoever you might be. Get on Amazon. You'll find something, baby.
Yeah, something. You figure it out. But all right, that's enough on that. Now to something else that is very kind of freaky, but it matters in the context of family stuff, right? There is a situation, a guy named Trey Turner. Um, he put out a post on Facebook a couple of weeks ago saying, but this actually happened last year, but it's just now coming out. To get straight to the point, his granddad ends up taking over the family. And when I say taking over the family, I mean the whole family. He had a girlfriend. They were engaged. For some reason, just wasn't working out, whatever. She breaks up with him. But the reason why they break up is because she's smashing his father. Okay. It got so bad to the point of the kids were saying, why? It doesn't seem right why does grandpa sleep with mom in the room? His kids told him that. He went down to go, I guess check it, whatever. She moved in with the dad. He goes in there, knocks on. He breaks it. I'm just being real. He breaks it. Daddy stabs him 6 times. He runs out, runs down to the bottom, and he ends up almost dying. They get the police there ahead of time, everything like that. He's going to jail now for breaking and entering. Pictures were put up of him because he's gained a lot of weight because of the depression. That's what he says of the stuff. And then of the dad. And people was like, well, see why she picked the dad. I almost died when I heard that. But anyway, yeah, they was calling him Sandy and everything like that. And, senior stuff that I don't want to say just is crazy. So what's your take on that? Is that something that you think is okay? Is that something that how you feel about that?
It's wrong in a whole lot of ways. Because now, granddaddy, stepdaddy, and granddaddy is like, girl, you couldn't go find another old daddy, cougar, sugar daddy. You really had to go to your kid's grandfather for the love. That is wrong on so many levels. Those kids are gonna be oof.
LeBron Shannon shot the dude. He old niggas out of control.
You get 40. Yeah.
Right now, man. Outside right now, man.
And it's like, the father, it's like, how do you feel knowing you took your son's girl, you got your grandchildren in the house, raising them as your own, and you almost killed your own son because he's trying to get his woman from you. And in the eyes of the law, you broke your nobody. So whatever you was gonna get was whatever you gonna get, and they can't charge him for it because that was his home. You came into his home.
She's right. And there's what's that law? What's that law where cat cheating and in your rage you do something? What's that?
Crime of passion.
Crime of passion. So it's a good thing he can get off for real. Cause ain't no jury gonna see that and then not understand. I don't think I can not understand the rage. Cause what? Cause if I was around, what would y'all do? Huh? None of y'all know what y'all would do. Nobody can even snap. Your kids. You didn't find out. Your kids told you.
The kids.
That's different. My kids telling me my wife is sleeping with my father. I don't know how.
Yes.
Fiance is sleeping with my. I don't.
She called off the wedding, so it's fiance.
But okay, raise a hand here. Okay, my hand ain't raised, so I ain't gonna raise it. Just to let y'all know. If you think there was nothing before,
I think the father was the reason for them not getting married because that relationship had to go on for a while.
I'm just we play most probable scenario with any other thing until it's something like this. Then it's anything could happen. Yeah.
Nah,
Most likely, daddy been in the guts for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She chose daddy probably better, could be bigger, could be whatever situation is. Probably got some more money. You never know.
Right.
It's more advantageous for her to be with him. And then the picture of the guy, he doesn't look his age. Same thing with the Shannon Sharp stuff. You know what I mean? He looks different. Man, that's different rules. Different people play by different rules, y'all. I'm sorry.
some shit disgusting. Y'all tripping. A woman looking at her kid, I'm dating your grandfather. That is disgusting.
Right.
This your new daddy, grandpapa at the
That,
same
that
time.
is, that is, what is that? Not pedophilia. What is that shit?
It's not even really incest because she's
That's what I'm
not.
saying, but it's not really. That's the thing, right? It's kind of not, but it is. You know, on the kid side, it is.
But
Even if you 5 years old, that's his granddad. You don't know that's daddy, mama's dad. They don't know the big difference. Just that's our granddaddy. That's disgusting to a kid. And when they get that certain age, they realize some shit, because they already piecing shit together already. They know by now.
yeah,
Niggas went to jail, they know, you feel me? So it's like, man, I can't be doing all this shit, bro. I can't let my kids live with my dad anymore. I can't, because it's too many questions. There's too much shit going on. I might snap again because I'm not coming over there.
right. Because you want to go.
But you know, women petty. Women petty. Come and get your kids. I'm
You
like,
gonna get family pictures and everything.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? She might mess around and send you a video of the wrong thing. Just to piss
She's
you off.
still gonna have your last name. Now she about to be your
Oh my God, she still got the last name.
She's about to be your mama. She's about to be his mom.
think about this, bro. You
She
saying,
used to call me mama, now I really am mama.
you know, simple question that you ask your wife on what kids that I'm gonna come get them.
Mhm.
Her response, the simple response gonna set you off. They with
Yeah.
we going to jail.
We-
Simple question. I'm going to jail, bro. Like, come on, bro. I
You
can't.
had all over again.
My mental ain't got capacity for it. Not for life. I'm already put that in. For life now, this is what your life is. Nah, bro. I gotta get custody.
Okay, man. So I guess we would call them sinners. I guess we would, huh? All right. Speaking of sinners, we got this movie. You
Watch the movie.
about to be spoiled. You about to be spoiled, baby girl. Because it's on. Listen, anybody who haven't seen that movie, I need y'all to go see it.
Why ain't seen it yet?
I don't know.
You got time, man.
Well, if you're not there,
We can talk about
I'm sorry, man.
y'all go ahead and log off. Yeah.
Listen, spoiler alert. I give you 3. I give you 5,
it. Brandon.
4, 3, 2. Okay, I think that this was a great movie. I give it an A+ in photography. I give it A- in plot because I noticed a few inconsistencies. But I'm the type of person I watch for actual enjoyment, and I watch the critique. Shout out to Brandon Briscoe. What's up, Playboy? Listen, go watch the damn movie, y'all. Please do. It's worth it. It's worth it. So where we gonna start from, man? Where we gonna start?
Yeah, it's a 2-man conversation.
Yeah. I say we start.
Ain't gonna be done.
We don't. No, a lot of people don't talk about the Indians, man. Them bringing up that. That's a good plot in the movie for me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Indians was the first thing, the first defense. They tried to save everybody.
We'll try to do it with as less spoilers as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, they the first defense, man, and they were true Indians, so they only asked me once.
You need help? Oh, you good? Tonto said bye.
Hope you can let them in the house. All right.
Deuces.
Mm-hmm.
What I think people need to understand about this movie is the way that it's made was made to be a cinematic masterpiece. And what I mean by that is rewatchable. There's things that you can actually see on second and third times of watching the movie, as well as the themes. Without being too preachy or too heavy, like you have some movies that are just, it's too just, we get it. it sucks being a black person during this time. Like, we get it. You know what I'm saying? It was some of that, but there was some other things that kept you off of that and it brought you back to it.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
By the way, I said this out of a white couple during the movie, and they thought it was a regular vampire movie. Oh yeah, you don't like it. You don't like it, right? They were stone faced. They didn't have a facial expression the whole movie. They got up before the end credits and everything. I said, take that.
Yeah, you mad?
Take that.
You mad? Why you mad, bro? What
You ain't get hurt. You ain't gonna mess on you.
As a musician, the themes of music and what it means to our communities was very prevalent. It talked about, for lack of a better term, colonialism, how things have been taken from different communities, and not just ours, the Asian American communities, Irish communities were represented.
You know how things still are now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Asian grocer in the middle of the hood, serving everybody.
You know, they had two different type of stores.
One for the black, one for the white.
Yep. What I want people to understand is one of the main themes in the movie is money is bad. I better stop doing things. Maybe if Shannon Sharp had watched it, I don't know, maybe he would have learned something.
Nah, talk about it. You need to learn this. He needed somebody to say that.
Either that, he learned how to use an NDA.
She refused to sign it on the beginning. That's how you should have known it was on the track. That doesn't protect you from criminal stuff, but private conversations, all that type of stuff, can be.
Right.
Now, the money is bad thing is throughout the entire movie. There's people who are in certain places purely because of their love of money, because of wanting to, whether it's get rich or come up, whatever the situation is, a simple, no, I'm good. They're alive. Breathe, man.
Reading cornbread with these girl, lift them up.
Yep. I'm good, bro. Hey, how much you talking? Yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna say on that. Yeah. How much money you talking? Oh, I just shook my head, bro. I shook my head.
Another man, let your woman talk to you, bro.
But look, Brady, hey, she can talk all she want to, and the final decision gonna be you can have your opinion, you can feel how you want to feel, but when it comes to what I have to actually physically get up and do,
Good feeling. Nah, what you got?
definitely. All right, man. So I think the theme of literally everything we talked about today is making better decisions. Okay.
Temptation.
LeBron has made bad decisions, or I feel has made a bad decision one way or the other. Lady with the granddad, that's a bad decision.
Very bad.
We all know they made probably about 50 of them, so they just getting ready to come out the water. So,
Somebody needs to get 50 million.
yep.
Lawyers.
I want to address one last thing before we go. Sexual willpower. You need to have more. There's a common theme in a lot of these things, whether we're talking about all the stuff that's coming up now, man. At this point, with everything being on camera, everything being recorded, everything, ain't nothing secret no more. So you need to move accordingly. And unless you're in those specific neighborhoods or communities that all live like that, rest of the time you got to table it.
Yeah.
Go back to that vanilla ice cream. Sometimes, hey, look, it's okay, man. Bluebell works. Rather have some bluebell than some blue balls. So, all right, man. Anything y'all want to leave off on, man?
Hopefully you go see singers.
Of course.
You got time.
All right, what's up? Want anything else?
Maybe I'll go support DK tonight, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Happy birthday today.
Oh yeah. My bad. Shout out to DK. He's center stage tonight coming up. If y'all get there, if you were still watching this, go on ahead out there. We out the way. So, you know,
Yeah, y'all know DK, he ain't performing again for some years. So.
but look, the colonel ain't gonna get up here. Go with Dallas. Right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. Look, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the hot seat, man. We getting up out of here. Yeah. All right, we out.